Welcome, seekers of the arcane and the mysterious, to a journey that delves into the shadows of human belief. This is your channel Amaziology, your guide through the enigmatic corridors of the most sinister and clandestine realms. Today we unveil the eerie narratives that serve as the foundational scriptures for the darkest cults lurking in the shadows. In the annals of forbidden knowledge, these texts are revered with a chilling devotion, setting the stage for the macabre rituals and malevolent practices that echo through the ages. Join me as we unveil the top 10 terrifying books that are worshipped by those who have embraced the abyss, delving into the eerie and cryptic realms of their inaugural scriptures. But beware, because in this exploration of the occult's number one in the list is a real game changer, as we tread on perilous ground. These are the texts that command unwavering obedience, the unholy scriptures that bind the followers of the most malevolent cults. So brace yourselves, for the journey into the heart of darkness begins now. At number 1, The Book of the Law, by the one and only Aleister Crowley. This mystical masterpiece is like the central playbook for a whole philosophical system that Crowley cooked up. Picture this: sacred scripture of a belief system he named Thelema, and trust me, it's no ordinary bedtime story. This book claims to be dictated by a higher power, adding an extra layer of mystery to the mix. Now, what makes it so spicy? Well, it's all about throwing moral constraints out the window and going all in on pursuing your true will. Crowley, aka the Great Beast, lived a life as wild as the ideas in his book, dabbling in occult practices and rubbing shoulders with secret societies. But wait, there's more. Unconventional rituals, including the eyebrow-raising penetration magic. Yep, you heard that right. No wonder it's got this dark and enigmatic reputation, associated with sinister cults and lurking in the shadowy corners of the occult world. Stay tuned, because this is one wild ride through the mystical and downright bizarre. Number 9, the Scientology Doctrine. Number 9 on our list is diving into the mysterious world of the Scientology Doctrine. Now, we're not talking about your usual paperback. We're delving into the writings of the one and only L. Ron Hubbard, the brains behind this enigmatic belief system. These doctrines, including Dianetics and Scientology, a new slant on life, are like the sacred scrolls for the Church of Scientology and its devoted followers. But hold on tight, because not everyone's on board with this. Critics throw around the cult label, pointing fingers at Scientology's secretive vibes and alleged manipulative tricks. The fear factor? It's real. Reports of intimidation, harassment, and exploitation of members have tongues wagging. High-profile defectors spill the tea, and the church's legal game against critics, that's a whole saga. Whether you see Scientology as a religion or a cult, one thing's for sure: it's a roller coaster of unease and curiosity. So, if you're vibing with our content here on Amaziology, show some love by smashing that like button, hitting subscribe, and ringing that notification bell. Let's keep this wild ride going. At number 8, Heaven's Gate. Alright folks, now bring your drinks and popcorn, because we're diving into the mysterious and chilling world of Heaven's Gate. Now, this name sends shivers down spines, right? It's a tragedy tied to the bone-chilling power of cold literature. Imagine this: a belief in extraterrestrial existence, led by Marshall Applewhite, who twisted religious texts like a pro to fit his wild narrative. It's like a cosmic horror movie, but we're not stopping there. Enter Taoism, a UFO religion steered by Claude Vorel-Hoare, the man who claimed divine insight through a book called The Message, handed to him by extraterrestrial beings. Talk about a plot twist. These books, treated like sacred scrolls, showcase how words can mold minds and push people to do unimaginable things. It's a wild ride into the bizarre, my friends, and these texts are like a dark force pulling in those hungry for otherworldly answers. Get ready for a mind-bending exploration into the pages of fanaticism, right here in the good old USA, people. Number 7, the Order of the Solar Temple. Now we're sailing into the strange and eerie world of the Order of the Solar Temple. Picture this: a cult that's like a mashup of Christianity and New Age mysticism. Yeah, you heard that right. It's like a cosmic cocktail of weirdness, led by the dynamic duo Luck Jore, or maybe it's Joret Luck, who knows with these guys, and Joseph DeMarbo. This crew was all about blending creepy scriptures with an obsession for bizarre religious ideologies. They had this book, The Golden Age, written by cult leader Luke Jore, or whatever his name is, predicting a dystopian future full of chaos. Turns out it was like their own personal crystal ball, because, spoiler alert, their fate was pretty tragic. And then there's the Solar Lodge, another cult favorite filled with cryptic messages and rituals that amped up their fanaticism. Mixing these books with their ominous practices, that's like a recipe for a seriously chilling story. Lesson learned: be careful what you read, folks. You never know when a book might turn into a wild cult prophecy. Number 6. The People's Temple, led by notorious Jim Jones. Number 6. On our twisted tour of history takes us to the People's Temple, led by the infamous Jim Jones. Brace yourselves for a chilling chapter in cult history that's as creepy as it gets. These folks weren't just sipping on Kool-Aid, they were chugging down a sinister cocktail of Christianity and social ideologies, all stirred up by Jones's crazy interpretation of the Bible. Now, what makes this cult scarier than a haunted house on Halloween? It's not just the fact that they set up camp in Jonestown. It's the mind games and manipulation that led hundreds to willingly drink the infamous Kool-Aid. Forget lemonade stands, they had a Kool-Aid stand of doom. Picture this: Jim Jones, the cult's ringmaster, with a charisma level off the charts, turning his followers into a squad of Kool-Aid connoisseurs. It's like a twisted version of a soda taste test, but with way darker consequences. So, grab your popcorn and join us as we unravel the jaw-dropping story of the People's Temple, where even the Kool-Aid had a dark side. Stay tuned for more shockers on our historical roller coaster. Number 5. Extreme Mormon fundamentalists. How about we take you in a tour in the world of extreme Mormon fundamentalists, and trust me, it's a wild ride. Picture this: John Kerr takes us on a spine-chilling exploration in his book, Under the Banner of Heaven. It's like the horror movie of religious extremism, and we're not holding back. Kerr unravels the dark underbelly of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, exposing the sinister deeds of some seriously twisted interpretations of Mormonism. We're talking religious fever turned fanaticism, and it gets crazier. Meet Ron and Dan Lafer, the brothers who claim divine revelation as their motive for a heinous act that will make your jaw drop. Under the Banner of Heaven is not your average bedtime story. It's a bone-chilling chronicle of how faith can take a dark turn into the heart of evil. Get ready for a spine-tingling journey into the religious cult abyss. And hey, who said cults can't have a punchline? Stick around for some divine jokes as we unravel the mysteries of religious fanaticism. It's a show you won't want to miss. Number 4. Branch of Vinyan, the Allure of Forbidden Knowledge. Now, our topic at number 4 is the Vinyan branch. It's the place where the allure of forbidden knowledge meets literature and things get seriously creepy. Picture this: dark corners of human history, ominous texts, and cults that not only embrace them but use them as their rallying cry. Meet the Dedan, a splinter faction of the Deviant movement led by the one and only David Kesh. These guys didn't just casually flip through books. Oh no, they went straight into the Book of Revelation. Yeah, that biblical story that's been giving folks the chills for centuries. But here's the twist: Kesh took it to a whole new level with his twisted interpretations, cranking up the apocalyptic visions to 11. Fast forward to 1993 in Waco, Texas, and we've got a showdown with the authorities that's straight out of a Hollywood thriller. Lives were lost, my friends, in a tragic standoff that'll give you goosebumps. It's a stark reminder that even the holiest of texts can be turned into weapons by those with the darkest desires. And hey, speaking of desires, did you hear the one about the cult leader who walked into a bookstore? Nah, me neither, but I bet it wasn't a happy ending. Stay curious, stay entertained, and remember, never underestimate the power of a good book or a bad cult. Number 3. Shinri, founded by Shoko Asahara. Now, friends, I will take you into a chilling tale of a cult like no other. Imagine this: it's a mix of Buddhism, Hinduism, and a hefty dose of a guy named Shoko Asahara's wild writings and prophecies. But here's the kicker: they had a book, an ominous manifesto known as the Final Chapter, penned by Asahara himself. Now, this wasn't your typical bedtime story. It was more like a nightmare manual. You see, this sinister text contained his doomsday visions and served as a roadmap for the cult's dark deeds. Their members believed that by following this malevolent guide, they could speed up the end of the world and reach enlightenment. Talk about an unusual self-help book. This obsession with the Final Chapter took a truly horrifying turn, leading to acts of terrorism, including the deadly Tokyo subway sarin gas attack in 1995. The cult's reverence for this terrifying book left a trail of devastation, forever etched in the annals of history. But hey, we're here to unravel this spine-chilling story and add a touch of humor along the way. So, grab your popcorn and get ready for a roller coaster ride through the twisted world of Shinri, because this is one bizarre tale you won't believe. Number 2. The Codice Serafinianus by Luigi Seraffi. Now, my awesome viewers, we're going to the mysterious world of the Codex Serafinianus by Luigi Serafini, a tome that sparked the curiosity of many, and not just your run-of-the-mill curiosity. Picture this: an illustrated encyclopedia filled with bizarre drawings and an entirely made-up script. It's like someone decided to write a manual for a parallel universe, but hold on tight. because this book hasn't just captured the attention of the average bookworm. No, sir. Cults, with a penchant for the esoteric and arcane, have gotten their hands on it. They're convinced this mysterious codex holds the keys to forbidden knowledge and dark rituals. It's like the IKEA manual for summoning otherworldly beings. Now don't get me wrong, the codex isn't inherently evil, but its cryptic nature makes it a magnet for those who want to walk on the wild side. It's like the cool, mysterious kid in school that everyone wants to hang out with, but this one has a dark side. So, join me as we unravel the secrets hidden within the pages of the Codex Seraphinianus. Who knew an illustrated encyclopedia could be so wild? And hey, if you're digging the mystery, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to stay in the loop. You won't want to miss what we uncover next. All right, my fellow thrill seekers, hold on to your bookmarks because we've reached the summit of our list. And at number 1, we've got the Necronomicon by the legendary H.P. Lovecraft. Now, this isn't your typical bedtime story. We're diving into the realm of dark and eldritch lore. Before you start thinking of summoning cosmic entities for your next weekend plans, here's the deal. The Necronomicon is purely a creation of Lovecraft's wild imagination. But let me tell you, its impact on literature and pop culture is as real as your coffee addiction. This infamous grimoire supposedly holds the secrets to summoning ancient cosmic entities that are so mind-boggling, they make your last math class feel like a walk in the park. Lovecraft knew how to tap into our primal fears of the unknown, and boy, did he do it well. What's truly mind-blowing, though, is the cult following that has sprouted around this fictional masterpiece. Some brave souls actually believe they can harness the Necronomicon's secrets for real power. Talk about blurring the line between fiction and reality. Remember, friends, keep your reading list safe, and for the love of all things spooky, keep those pages free of evil. You never know when a book might develop a taste for the supernatural, and trust me, paper cuts are the least of your worries. And there you have it, fellow seekers. Our journey through the darkest cults and their chilling scriptures has been enlightening. From enigmatic beliefs to eerie narratives, we've unveiled the top 10 terrifying books that leave a mark on the shadows. As we close, remember, forbidden knowledge can lead us into uncharted territories. These cautionary tales remind us the written word, in the wrong hands, becomes a force of darkness. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more from Amaziology. Comment on which dark scripture intrigued you the most. As we step out of the shadows, stay curious, vigilant, and keep those bookmarks close. The world of the arcane is vast, and who knows what mysteries will unravel next. Until next time, fellow thrill seekers, this is Amaziology, signing off. May your curiosity never wane, and may you navigate the realms of knowledge with caution and wonder. Stay amazed.